the summer season is wrapping up. The kids are going back to school, but sun protection should still be top of mind. Today, we are at Forefront Dermatology. We're at their Jeffersonville location, and I am joined by Dr. Kevin O'Brien. Thank you so much for having us out today.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. You know, the sun is shining on a day like today, and you have to wear your sunscreen every single day because, you know, we all have our tans from being out in the sun, but a sunburn actually means skin damage. Is that right?
That's true. The more you can protect your skin throughout life, the lower your chances of skin cancer are going to be throughout your lifetime. But we know that the most important time to protect your skin is before the age of 18. So getting your kids and teenagers to practice good sun habits will really benefit them throughout the course of their life.
I was a lifeguard in high school, and, you know, me being very fair skinned, I had to lather up the sunscreen. But, you know, every now and then I would get a burn, and they were so painful. It does eventually go away, but that can actually cause some really serious damage in the long run.
Yeah, we know that the most significant amount of sun exposure for skin cancer is usually before the age of 18. And so sunburns when you're a kid can increase your risk of skin cancer anywhere between 2 and 8 times, depending on the type of cancer we're talking about. And short, intense bursts of sun, such as you would get in a tanning bed or somewhere like that, is even worse. It could increase your lifetime risk of melanoma to 47%, which is really scary.
It is. I mean, I have a family history of melanoma. I've had several moles removed just because we want to take those extra precautions. And so you definitely want to get your annual skin checks. But, you know, sunscreen, a lot of people out there, they want to look at the ingredients to see what is in there. A lot of people want to go more natural ingredients. I know there's a lot of chemicals out there. Do you still allow your patients having those concerns too?
Sure, and people are all over the board. And there are certainly people who do a lot of research online and want to know about which ingredients to use. In general, we direct people towards the physical blockers, sunscreens with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. They're very safe. They're absorbed very minimally into the body, so well accepted by the Food and Drug Administration for all ages above 6 months. So we really recommend those physical blockers if you're buying sunscreen at the store. If you're looking at chemical sunscreen agents, there is a brand new agent which is recently FDA approved. It's called phenyltrizanol. Sometimes it's called tenazorba S or PEMT. And it'll be available in sunscreen starting next month. It's been around for 20 years in Europe. It's very safe and effective. It's not absorbed at high levels into the body. So those are the ingredients I would lean towards for people who have a little bit more concerns about other sunscreen ingredients out there.
Well, that's so good to know, especially now that it is FDA approved, but it's been around for so long. So it's so great to see that it's finally made its way to the States. And you're actually so focused on skin cancer. That's what you do every single day. You're removing it on people every single day. So we want our kids to protect themselves. You're actually trying to pass a bill where you have sunscreen in schools. Why is that so important?
Yeah, so along with the Kentucky Dermatological Association, we're working on legislation to allow kids to possess and self-apply sunscreen in schools. The reason this is important is sunscreen is often treated as an over-the-counter medication. And so if kids bring it to school, they need both parent permission and a doctor's note to self-apply, which is a pretty high bar for people to reach. So what we're trying to do is allow parents to send their kids to school with sunscreen so they can apply it themselves and really learn good sun-safe habits from a young age. And this is in addition to the things we all know about sun protective clothing. So hats, sunglasses, swim shirts, rash guards, those kinds of things are really helpful to keep your kids from burning and really lower their lifetime risk of skin cancer.
Yeah, I mean, you often think of, you know, those family vacations where you're out on the beach, you want to lather, get sunscreen, but kids are outside during recess. So more of a reason to keep that top of mind, right?
It's very true. You got to think about sun exposure in all its forms. And of course, it happens at school and at summer camp just the way it happens when you're on vacation in Florida or other places.
Exactly. You actually make it really easy when you come to an appointment because you have a Sun Protection 101 graphic. So if you have any questions, they can be answered there. But it's probably best to just make an appointment, right?
You know, I always tell people if there's anything on your skin that's not going away like a normal pimple, please go get it checked out. It's better to be safe than sorry. So getting regular skin checks is very important. But yes, we're really excited about our Sun Protection 101 handout, and we hope that people are able to find that through the website and really learn the tips that we've touched on about sun protection, both in childhood and adulthood.
So important. Dr. O'Brien, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ella. It was a pleasure.
All right, to learn more, make that appointment, just head over to forefrontdermatology.com.